feeling a little rough. That is why I did not put on any makeup. I have my glasses on. This is a braid that I have had in my hair for I don't know how long. It's pretty much like a dread, honestly. Okay, so we are sitting at my kitchen table and Amelin is sleeping and Joanna is finally taking a nap for the day after she screamed for like a whole 30 minutes. That was awesome. And at the end of it, she decided to sleep on the floor instead of the nice full-size mattress she has in her room. So there's that. So I guess to begin, this is gonna be our 3-week postpartum and baby update for Amelin and myself. Let's just start with Amelin because I mean she doesn't have a lot to update on besides just like her, you know, like stats, her little baby stats. So got my phone, here we go. So her weight, she is 6 pounds 12 ounces. We went to the doctor for her through checkup at the beginning of this week. So again, yeah, she is 6 pounds 12 ounces. When we left the hospital, she was only 5 pounds 15 and a half ounces. So she has gone back up in weight, which is what you want. You know, you don't want your baby losing weight. She is 19 and a half inches long and her head circumference is 14 inches. So out of all the things, her head, according to our little app, is the biggest in like body percentile, I guess, because she's in the 39th percentile. So her and Joanna both have big heads. So yeah, she's a baby and she's a newborn baby. She, I feel like, is a lot different than Joanna when Joanna was a newborn. I feel like at the beginning Joanna just she wasn't ever like really like horrible with her sleep. Like she wasn't just up constantly. But Amelin, oh my gosh, baby, when you are big and you are watching this video, let me just tell you, it's been rough. Like this past week, she has just hated sleeping at night. During the day, she's awake, you know, and pretty alert. And then she, you know, has her little newborn snoozes and cuddles and whatnot. But at night, she acts like she's just going to sleep and she gets into a deep sleep. But then, like, when we finally get to sleep and we're deep sleeping, she just grunts and fusses and just, it's a battle, man. It is rough. If she's been fed and she doesn't need to be fed, like, immediately after, she wants her passy and she wants that for comfort. But she'll just rip it out of her mouth. She wants it, but she doesn't want it. So, but I feel like we're finally getting over that little hump of horrible sleepness. Because last night she had a pretty good night. The night before though, like that was awesome. Like she slept for like 5 hours straight at one point and I was just like, I'm a new woman. So, but right now, yeah, feeling rough. Feeling a little rough. That is why I did not put on any makeup. I have my glasses on. This is a braid that I have had in my hair for I don't know how long. It's pretty much like a dread, honestly. So there's that. This hoodie has not been washed since I went into labor with Amelin. I am disgusting, but it's okay. Anyways, back on to regular video topics. Yeah, so she's doing really well overall. I mean, as well as a newborn can be, you know what I mean? I mean, she's sleeping through me just chit-chatting, so hey, that's fine. She sleeps through a lot because Joanna's a little wild thing, and she is always moving. She is busy, and she's loud, and that's okay. But Emily usually just kind of ignores it, sleeps through it. Joanna always wants to give her little kisses and hugs and hold her and steal her passy. Because Joanna's a little passy thief since, you know, we took her passy away like months ago. She now thinks that she needs a passy again. But I'm not doing it. I'm not giving it back. I thought about it, but I'm not doing it. Okay, anyways. For me, I have no idea how much I weigh. I know that I have lost a ton of weight. Breastfeeding 2 babies takes a lot out of you guys. Like some days I don't even feel like a human. yeah, most of the time I'm just exhausted. There's the rare moments where I feel kind of like a human again. Like I painted my nails last week. That was cool. Yeah. I have no idea how much I weigh. No, I've lost a lot of weight, like I just said. I'll do a belly shot at the end of this just so you guys can kind of see. And I'll show you guys, I guess, a picture of what I was full term. Because I think I have a picture, like, the day that I went into labor of my belly. I think. Don't hold that against me. I have been struggling, for sure, with, like, my anxiety. It has been really, really bad. This time around, there are days where I'm doing awesome and I feel great. And then there are days where I wake up and one little thing just, like, sets me back and I literally am just out for the day. Like I just can't do anything and it's horrible. And I've tried to reach out to my doctor, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. But yeah, so I'm trying to work through it. But yeah, so there's that. We're breastfeeding, like you all know. And we're tandem breastfeeding. So if you don't know what that means I am breastfeeding Amelin and I am breastfeeding Joanna still at the same time. And I feel like I'm crazy, but I actually really enjoy it because I know that Joanna still really, really needs that just special bond with me. I think that's one of the main things that's helping me personally and her just like transitioning into welcoming a new tiny human into our family. So yeah, but I've got lots of milk, guys. If you've been following us for a while, I've mentioned before, and definitely like in the videos right after Joanna was born, that like I overproduce milk, and it is a blessing and a freaking curse. Like I could put out a fire if I wanted to with like how much pressure and how much milk I have. And Joanna is actually upstairs waking up. I hear her. So hopefully she'll settle down so I can finish this and just play in her room for a little bit. So I have some questions that people asked on Instagram. And so let's just see. Somebody asked, why are your kids the cutest ever? And that is a sweet friend of mine. And I just make cute babies. Just me. I'm just kidding. Mitchell and I obviously make cute babies. And somebody asked, what is my 2 under 2 nighttime routine? Honestly, like if I tried to talk it all out, it would just be probably really boring. So I think I'm actually gonna do a video on our whole family's nighttime routine during Vlogmas, because we're gonna try to do Vlogmas, and I am probably insane for trying to do that, but I think we're gonna try to do it. So I'll probably include that in one of our vlogs for Vlogmas. The last question has multiple questions in it. So she asked, have I stopped bleeding? Yes and no. So I'm technically 3 weeks, 5 days, okay? Postpartum. And I literally like just randomly spot, which is pretty normal. That's basically what I did with Joanna. Like actually with Joanna, I bled like very heavily and a lot for like 2 good weeks. And then with Amelin, I had a really light, very light flow, I guess, like the day we left the hospital up until now. And now it's just random spotting. Like I don't even think I've spotted today. TMI. But I mean, somebody asked, so I'm just giving you guys the answers. Am I in any pain? Honestly, no. I know it's just like I stopped taking my pain medication like within the first 2-3 days of us being home, just because I didn't like the way it made me feel, and I feel like it made me feel worse than I actually needed to feel, if that made sense. So I like just went on to taking like regular Tylenol instead of the stuff that I was prescribed. Yesterday though, I did wake up and my hips and my legs hurt. Like they ached so badly. Like nothing else. Like I don't think I'm sick or anything, because today I feel a whole lot better. But somebody, like one of my mom friends, suggested maybe it's just like my body just trying to go back to the way it was before, like my hips adjusting back, which, you know, would make sense. But yeah, besides that, I'm really not in any pain, and besides like the random engorgement that happens when you breastfeed children. With the stitches that I got and stuff, like those, honestly, like with Joanna, I could feel them for like a good couple of weeks. And like I knew they were still there, and it took forever for them to go away, it felt like. And for me to heal, like this time, like within like the first 2 weeks, they were gone, and like I didn't even notice it. Honestly, I'd say like about the first week and a half. Yeah, like I was just like, okay, cool, don't really hurt. So yeah, definitely not in pain like I was with Joanna. Do I feel like myself? Honestly, no. I feel a little crazy, but I am normally crazy, but like not this crazy. And I know it's just me getting back into like a new routine and finding a new normal, but most of the time, like 99% of the time, I don't feel like myself. And I don't think that I necessarily will ever go back to feeling like I was before having babies, or even how I was before I had Amelin. It's just gonna be finding a new me, if that makes sense. That sounds cheesy, but it's true. As far as like energy and stuff, like I know, like what is energy? I drink like 17 cups of coffee a day. But like my body overall, I mean, I feel a lot more confident in my body like now than I was like 6 months after having Joanna. So I don't know. And then the last question, which I think is a pretty good question, is how does Mitchell treat my postpartum body? And honestly, like, he doesn't care. Like, and not like he doesn't care, like has no emotions or feelings, but like he loves me for me and who I am as a person. My body is my body, and that's just what it is. And it's not like he is unattracted to me or more attracted to me because of my body now versus when we first met. Like he just loves me and who I am, and so he could honestly care less like what my body looks like. So he just, honestly, he's like the sweetest human, and he is always being really encouraging and telling me how beautiful I am and how proud of me he is, and how he loves my stretch marks because they just like, you know, they just remind him and show him like what I had to go through and how amazing I am for like what I went through to you know, grow and bring our children into the world. So he's always really encouraging, because I mean, obviously, like as a postpartum mom, like your body is way different, and like it's really easy for me to get like down and hard on myself, and he's literally never said anything negative about my body. Or now after I had Joanna and when we first met, like honestly, there's nothing he's ever said that's been negative or mean or hurtful. It's always been honestly just being the sweetest human and encouraging me and telling me how beautiful I am and how beautiful he thinks I am. And I'm like rambling and on a tangent. He even like wrote me a really sweet letter like after I had Joanna when I was really, really struggling, and it's so sweet because yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna stop now, because if not, I'm gonna start crying because postpartum hormones and just having hormones and just being a human, you know? Okay. Anyways, so that is our 3-week update for me postpartum and little Miss Amelin, who is still asleep after I just talked and rambled. So you guys, let's see my postpartum belly, because you guys are interested in that because you're weird. Just kidding. From the front, from the side. So from the front, from the side, there you go, from this side. So obviously, like, I got that like mommy tummy, all this just extraness and all my stretch marks, but I don't know, I feel like I look a lot better this time around postpartum, like a lot sooner than I did with Joanna. So I don't know, there's that. Yeah, so thanks for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'm probably gonna go take a nap now. Just kidding, one of my kids just woke up, so bye guys.